Happy almost Thanksgiving! Today I'm showing you an amazing vegan recipe that's perfect for your Thanksgiving main course because it's quick, easy, and indulgent. It's a butternut squash risotto with a maple miso butter, and it takes just half the time and energy that traditional risotto takes. That's all I have to say for now, so let's get right into the recipe. To start our butternut squash, we're going to roast some cubed butternut squash. And it can be a little tricky to slice a butternut squash when you have it whole, so I recommend microwaving it for a minute or two just to soften it up. Or you can buy pre-cut butternut squash if your grocery store sells it. I'm going to be roasting the squash with some apple, thyme, sage, salt and pepper, garlic, and olive oil to give it that cozy fall flavor that will meld into the risotto. I'm baking the butternut squash in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for 30 to 40 minutes until tender and browned. If you're used to making risotto, you probably remember standing by the stove, stirring constantly for 30 minutes until you get an arm workout. That's why I'm offering an easier alternative today by making risotto in a pressure cooker. And this is particularly helpful on Thanksgiving when you're probably making a dozen different dishes and you don't want to spend any more time by the stove. Today I'm using an Instant Pot for the pressure cooker, which is a 7-in-1 pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker, but you can use a standard pressure cooker as well. Once I seal the Instant Pot, I'll bring it to high pressure and cook the risotto for just 5 minutes. The squash is beautifully roasted, and I'm just removing the sprigs of sage and thyme and reserving a few pieces of squash as a topping. Then I'll puree the squash until it's creamy and smooth. Be sure to safely depressurize your pressure cooker and give the risotto a stir to blend any liquid that's remaining on top. It'll get thick and creamy in just seconds. Then I'm adding the pureed butternut squash to the risotto. To give the risotto even more richness and more flavor, I'm making a miso maple butter. I'm melting vegan butter, maple syrup, and miso paste and cooking for a minute or two to let the flavors meld together. And the final component of this dish is a vegan Parmesan crumble. All you need are raw cashews, nutritional yeast, sea salt, and olive oil. Pulse that in a food processor until you have the texture of grated Parmesan cheese. I hope you enjoyed that recipe for butternut squash risotto in a pressure cooker. I think it makes a fabulous main course, but you could also serve it as a side dish. And if you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe because I post a new video every week that helps you live a healthier and more delicious life. If you have any questions about how to have a vegan Thanksgiving or you try one of these recipes at home, please let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear from you. And stay tuned because I'll be posting my final vegan Thanksgiving recipe for dessert in just a few days.